Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on October 15th or 16th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you do like my videos, I post 2 fresh videos every single day. One around 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. That's Eastern time, Florida time in the US. If you like to chat and hang out with other people, my 10:30 p.m. video always comes with a live chat. Sometimes the earlier one does, if it's long enough, if nothing goes wrong. I've been having wonky internet, so it's been really hard recently. It's weird. It's like, and I don't know, people around the world have been experiencing power outages, but for me it's been like internet outages. It's weird. I don't know, you guys having that issue? But don't worry about that. Before I start your reading, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I really appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. Thank you guys. Thank you, moderators. If you guys are here, thank you guys. So we're going to see what wants to come out. I'm not really sure. I just know that we got a lot of forward momentum coming. Look at that. We're in here in October. I'm going to take what's face up, though. That's too many. We are in October, so you might be seeing something here this month. It's not over yet. All right, let's see if we get any more. We'll keep those. And November. Okay, so very important, I feel, season here we're stepping into. We have harp, great happiness. All right. So good things are coming. Things will not always be this way. Change is coming, okay? Then we have problems to be resolved. I'm loving these cards. You will be shown the way. Yes, keep it coming. October. So, October, November, archway. I feel like it's literally saying portal, okay? Archway. That's what I feel like it's trying to say, because I've literally been channeling now's the time to be very high vibrational, and you know, really have that inner universe of what it is that you want, okay? What it is that you want in your life, okay? Definitely be very conscious about that, because it's like, be careful what you wish for, so know exactly what you're wishing for. We have cup, and it says you should accept valid criticism. All right, that I get quite often. All right, somebody might be critiquing you, or you know, talking, you know, giving you advice that they feel is good for you. Maybe you're not sure if it's good for you. We have the snake in reverse. We also have the dice in reverse, and we have the clouds in the reverse. You know, this is like the serpent is gone, okay? This is the serpent can't play games with you anymore. The dice is games. They can't take chances with you anymore. The serpent cannot mess with you anymore. So I feel like October, November, you are cut free from this serpent. You are cut free from this serpent. That's powerful. That is powerful. Yes. We have the fox. They're watching. The sly fox is always watching, undetected, never far lurking, and there's the money attached with them. Okay. And ship. Somebody might be watching your work, okay? Somebody might like your work, or somebody might have better ways, okay, for you to make money. That could be the valid criticism here. You know, someone could be watching you and like, I'm not sure how I feel about what Aquarius does for a living. I'm not sure if I approve. I don't know, but somebody could be like, or how is Aquarius making that money? I don't know. We're going to see what wants to come out, but all you need to remember is what? The serpent can't play any more games with you. No, the serpent is out of the equation. All right. We're going to pull some tarot cards. How many cards? Are we going to do a Celtic spread? Yep, Celtic spread. All right, let's see here. Celtic spread. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is definitely somebody who focuses on something. And then we have the King of Pentacles here. So we have all Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. And then we have this communication that comes in. All right. So there's some sort of communication that comes in about money. Yeah. About money. And it could be somebody giving valid criticism. You know, hey, if you want to, you know, you can make more money over here than what you're doing over there. You can, you know, if you were to focus on this, you could probably grow better. So there's something about that. And I can relate because as a tarot reader, I get a lot of people who tell me to do no contact videos, tell me to do these videos. And I used to do video requests, but I'm going to do another channel for that because whenever I did that, it didn't work out for me. This channel was created by the divine. I was told the name and everything of this channel by the divine after my first channel didn't work out. So the only thing I can do here is channel and bring the divine messages, and I really can't do anything else. So when I get critiqued for that, I'm kind of like, well, this is the divine. If somebody's critiquing you and saying, look, you can, you know, maybe you can do this and it'll help you grow, okay, and maybe you'll have the money or the stability you need. So I really feel like this can kind of be some sort of valid criticism. I do feel like from the Fox, somebody who's watching how you make money. And somebody who's watching you make money might think that there's better ways for you to make money. Maybe thinking that this is not long term. Or maybe somebody sees your gifts as being so much more bigger than what you do. So this is like, let's say somebody recognizes who you are, but this is what you do for a living. But they're like, you know, Aquarius could just, you know, with what they got going on, they could just even go beyond what they're doing. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's something like that. Or maybe there's something that you're not doing and somebody's like, you know what, you should do it. And I know there's some of you that I have emailed, and we've emailed back and forth. And I'm like, you know, you have a gift for this. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. But it's like, yeah, it's like that. Some of you have a gift, a talent, a knack. Other people recognize it, but you're not recognizing it. And it's like, well, I would tell you to recognize it. Somebody definitely recognizes a gift or a talent or a skill, even because they recognize it enough to critique it. And if somebody recognizes something enough to critique it, that means you're getting their attention. So either way, you're doing something right. We could always improve upon whatever. I mean, that's just the way the world is. We can improve. But don't know why we have this serpent and the clouds being, you know, everything being reversed with that serpent. And what wants to come out here? No, I'm supposed to do a Celtic. Why wouldn't it? Okay, we're doing a 9 card. We're doing a 9 card. because these three came out together. So I'll pull 10 cards. That's the same. How about that? Yeah. 10 cards is the same. Okay, yeah. So I feel like there's a person who they're obviously not saying what they feel. So I don't know if this is, unless this is the person who's going to be critiquing you. I don't know, but we have a King of Cups there. It's water energy, Scorpio energy, but then we have this Four of Swords. We have this Tower in the reverse, this Nine of Wands. I almost feel like somebody wants to reach out and say something, but not offend somebody. I feel like there's a lot of that energy, like I don't want to offend you, but the devil is in the middle. It almost reminds me of like when somebody, tarot is perfect because I was raised in a very religious family, so this is a perfect example. You know, if you are a sorcerer, a fortune teller, you know, that's of the devil. But I don't know if most people know, it's by law that tarot has to be considered entertainment. That's why you'll see you'll see all the tarot readers here that says entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. So it's kind of like that. Somebody saying, but your work isn't, you know, holy. Your work isn't accepted by, you know, let's just say the divine. If somebody has some sort of question about how you make money, or somebody has some sort of idea about how you should make money, like if you have this talent and you're not using it, because I see both energies. I see it's anyway, it's about your money, okay, or you know, or what you should do, or what could help you about your money. And that could be happening here in October, November. Well, I have one thing my grandfather used to say. Now I'm going to bring my grandfather's wisdom in. Because, you know, when I was a teenager living with my grandparents, I was a snotty-nosed teenager, right? So I don't remember. I complained about something ridiculous. I don't know what I complained about. Not my grandfather gave me a side hug. And he's like, well, you know what, Colleen? I'm like, what? He says, if you don't like what I do or how I do it, you can come in and do a better job. Shut me up for life. Never, ever again. Never again, ever question or complained to anyone, especially my grandfather. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't complain. That'd be a lie. But I just really, you know, try to monitor myself. And it's kind of like that. I think somebody is trying to help you coming from a good place. Maybe someone is even telling you that. Maybe that's why the serpent is here in the reverse. Maybe somebody is telling you that. Like, look, you shouldn't do that. It's not of God, you know. It's not of, you know, it's not good money. Someone might even be telling you that too. Your money's not good money. It's not clean money or something like that. But if somebody is shown the way, right? Somebody is shown the way. If somebody is lit up with consciousness, what some people might call the Holy Spirit, whatever someone is tapped into, I feel is very divine. Someone is tapped into the divine, but now how someone delivers the message might be what someone's questioning. You could do this. You could do this. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to come in and tell you this. I feel like because it landed literally on the devil. 9 of Wands on the 8 of Pentacles. I really feel like someone's going to give you some ideas. Yeah. King of Wands. Someone's going to tell you that you're wasting your time on something. And it's, they're determining this based on something they've seen here, maybe on their phone or their computer. So we have Judgment. It's in the reverse, and it's the Knight of Cups. So somebody feels that someone else is on a path that's not good for them. Someone's on a path that won't help them in life. And somebody feels compelled to say it. And that's where the criticism is going to come in at. It's like, Aquarius, I just want to let you know you're kind of gambling with your spiritual life to do this. You know what I mean? You're kind of gambling with that. That's what I feel like someone's going to say. You're gambling. You're gambling with your money. But again, it's Judgment in the reverse. It's the Strength here in the upright. And it's like, why don't you come over here and do this? Don't worry about doing that. Come over here and do this. Or some ideas to do this. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? And they come out to tell you this. They do. So whoever this is literally someone who feels obligated to criticize with love, of course. With love. Yeah, someone's going to criticize with love about, look, hey, why don't you do this? Or why don't you come over here and do this with me? But, how you make money is kind of sketchy, or maybe it's not going to be enough, or even people who have YouTube channels, and when you get paid by views or whatever, you got, not every month is the same paycheck, you know what I mean? So it's like somebody is like they're curious about your money, but there's some critiquing going on. I just heard they don't know all the facts. Whoever it is, they don't have all the facts about you. Maybe that's even why someone will talk to you about it. They don't have all the facts. They're very much in their head about something when it comes to you, your profession, your money. Very much. And I feel like somebody wants to know if they could help you. So again, this person, like I said, this person isn't coming in to not be helpful. They are being helpful. And it's like that. It's like, or if it's you don't have enough money, it's like, I know that your job is up and down. I know your job is sketchy. I know your job is unreliable, or blah, blah, blah. It can even be that. It doesn't have to be that criticism, but it could be like, look, this can help you. There's this over here, temperance. Because like I said, this person, whoever this is, they feel they want to come toward you. They do want to help you. They might want to help you by whatever. Because 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, this person is releasing money. This person is releasing information that could help somebody's financial status. Like either way, Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you have somebody who's really good with money, really good with ideas, and they're like, you know what? Why don't you invest in this, or why don't you something with this? But whatever it is, there's a lot of growth. So I feel like if somebody is coming in with some sort of financial idea or information, or even if it sounds a little like they're critiquing, I would really listen, because this person does have money making ideas. They do. Tell me about the King of Wands. And they do mean the very best. Again, they might see a gift that you already have. Maybe you cook, or maybe you have this special recipe, or, and it's like, you're sitting on it because, you know, you're waiting for the right time. And then there's this person that's like, you know, I hate to burst your bubble, but like, there's no right time. It's now. There's no right time. It's now. You know, whoever this person is, it's a motivated person who has a lot of great money making ideas. So I would just say they could bring a lot of change to your life. Literally change, right? The dollars start with the cents. So whatever that is, death. A lot of Scorpio energy doesn't mean it's a Scorpio, but somebody's very creative. I take that. 'Cause I take Scorpio energy can be very, you know, very emotionally creative. So Wheel of Fortune, whoever this person is, they got some good ideas. And they're coming toward you, but you're not expecting them to say something. You're not expecting it. Anyway, yeah, you're not expecting it at all. And again, when this person comes in, gives you this information, this idea, this whatever they're going to say that has to do with money or your money, they're coming from the very best place, even though it might not come out right. Because with this Knight of Swords here in the reverse, this person's coming from love, okay? But it might not seem like they're coming from love, okay? It might seem like they're coming from they're worried about your soul going to hell, or it seemed like it might come from they're worried about you getting stuck in a bad situation, stuck with a bad person. They're looking at you like you're taking a gamble, Aquarius. You're taking a gamble here. Someone's looking at you as taking some sort of risk to get out of a situation. Like whatever it is, someone's looking at you like you're taking a gamble to do this. Just maybe two heads are better than one, and just maybe my input can help Aquarius, though I'm not trying to be intrusive, but the way they come through could be that way. Anyway, they're coming. They're thinking, and then they're going to be coming to tell you. I think this person's a good person. I do. I would take what they say with, you know, I would take it into consideration. I would, because this is a person who knows how to make money. This person knows how to make money. They do. I feel they're very detail oriented. I feel that they have a very good sound plan. And this is, I feel like they don't want to hurt your feelings. I feel like they're also worried that they might hurt your feelings, okay? Because again, they're showing up as the fox. They're silently, secretly just sitting back, holding back, not saying a word. They have all of these ideas, and they are coming from a good place, and their ideals are going to help you to make money or help your money grow. You might hear from them or their idea or ideas. This person has, I heard, like, they just got multi-millionaire ideas. Like, they just got it, you know, they just think up stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, you might hear from them. We have October, November here, or maybe someone's born in that month. Maybe somebody has some Jupiter in their chart, but if they got a money making ideal, man, listen to it. Or if you have a channel that's not, you know, thriving too good, they got an idea. Or if you have whatever this is, this person's got money making ideas. They're good with money and they want to help you. Anyway, we're going to close out with an oracle card. I want to thank everybody for showing up. And like, how many oracle cards came out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thank you guys for showing up. We're going to name these off real quick. Okay, we have adjustments are required. All right. I feel like this is a person who has some sort of idea. Okay, I really do. I really feel like they're going to help you. Okay, I don't know their vision, but they have a lot of vision. What do you need to release? So that can be, you know, doing shorts, literally. What do you need to release? Cutting out sections of videos, doing certain things. Just, you need to release negative people, whatever. What do you need to release so you can have what you want? Meditate and contemplate, Pisces energy here. But I feel like it's you and another person. I feel like someone's really going to spark your noodle, is what I feel like. Someone's really going to Someone's really going to do that, and it's not easy to do that, or you're the one doing it. Somebody is the one who has got these ideas, and they're money making ideas. Now, nothing will come of a situation. If there's something like that in your life, let it go. That's definitely something to release or look at. Is this going to grow? Will it grow? And you and your loved one are safe. So there is something, like I said, somebody is looking at this as like, dang, Aquarius is taking a risk. So, you know, if you are taking a risk, and or if someone thinks you should take a risk when it comes to money, there's a lot here about risk, money, somebody watching you, okay, somebody critiquing, either way, by saying you should do this, Aquarius, to increase your money, or you should do this and you'll make money. There's something about that. They do 100% come from a good place in their heart, but it might not come out of their mouth the way they feel it in their heart. Keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, I want to thank all of you for showing up. Thank you, moderators, for being here. And thank you, everyone who's helped me in any kind of way on this channel. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. And namaste, my friends.